The man who tolerates everything will usually become the most disrespected man in the relationship. A lot of men think being a good partner means being endlessly patient, forgiving, and understanding, and they believe that just because they keep giving chances and letting things slide, eventually their partner will respect and appreciate them, right? No, that's not how respect works. Respect is built on boundaries, and boundaries only matter when they're actually enforced. If somebody can raise their voice at you, dismiss you, ignore you, and cross the same line again and again and again without consequences, what message are you sending your partner? You're teaching them that that behavior is acceptable. What gets tolerated gets repeated. And over time, the dynamic starts to shift. Instead of seeing you as strong and grounded, they begin to see you as somebody who will just keep accepting anything just to keep the peace. And when somebody believes that there are no consequences for disrespect, guess what? The respect slowly starts to disappear. This is where many men get confused. They think being calm, patient, and understanding means tolerating everything. But I'm sorry, it doesn't. Being a good man does not mean allowing yourself to be walked all over like a doormat.
The biggest lie men were told over the years and over the centuries was that being patient in a relationship, being understanding, being forgiving over and over will lead to the woman finally respecting you. That's the biggest lie. Because in many cases, that's exactly what leads a man to be the most disrespected in his own relationship. And the scary part is that most men don't even realize it's happening until it's already almost too late. And when it's already too late, when the kids are already there, when we've already built something, we don't want to leave. We just want to stay and endure. That's the situation of most men. And if you think what I'm saying now makes sense, smash the subscribe button. Because here, we respect masculinity, we support men in a world where men are hated, where men are considered the problem, even when they have done nothing wrong. So, welcome to the club. Happy to have you here. See, a lot of men are raised to believe that to be a good man, you have to be endlessly understanding, endlessly forgiving. You have to be endlessly patient. But here's the reality that no one even tells you. When your patience have no limit, when your understanding have no limit, when you forgive everything and anything, that stop looking like strength and it starts looking like weakness. And this is when you lose the respect. This is when you erode your masculinity. This is when you stop being the leader or the head of your family. This is when you give up on yourself. Because kindness without boundaries doesn't create respect. It creates comfort in disrespect. And I know there are thousands of you guys watching this. You will strongly agree with what I'm saying. And mind you, she made a lot of important points. And one of the most important points she made was respect comes from boundaries, from setting boundaries and imposing the boundaries. And that's the part many men ignore because they think love means avoiding conflict. But in reality, respect is built when a man shows that there is a certain line that cannot be crossed. And when that line is crossed, there is no going back anymore. That's how respect is built. Because people don't respect a man who tolerates everything. People respect a man who stands for something, who is ready to say, this is it. We are either moving on or we are breaking it all down. Simple. And people respect men who have standards like this. And what I want you guys to understand is that disrespect does not just wake up and happen one day. It starts gradually. She tests the waters. She sees your limits. She sees what you can tolerate. And the more you tolerate, the more she claims territory. And the more disrespect starts to creep in gradually. You start hearing sarcastic comments. She rolls her eyes when you talk. She ignores what you say. She talks over you. You let all of this slide. You tolerate all of this because you don't want conflict. Then she does it again, then again. And before you know it, the relationship dynamic has already changed. Believe me, women want a man who can stand his ground. Even when they want something desperately, and the man says, no, this is how it's going to be, this is how it's going to be, this is how it's going to be. It might make them mad, but they'll respect you because they know you stand for something. So, yeah, respect does not disappear overnight, it dies gradually every time a boundary is crossed and it's ignored. And I do understand men who find themselves in these situations because a lot of men want peace, right? A lot of men just want to be peaceful. So they avoid conflict. They stay quiet. They let things slide. They avoid confrontation. But here's what eventually shows up at the end of the day. You end up sacrificing the respect and your peace. You lose both. So it's not even a game worth playing. And at the end of the day, respect is not about, about yelling, about oppressing, about dominating, or about aggression. It's about clarity. Clarity about what you tolerate, clarity about what you won't accept, clarity about the willingness to walk away if those boundaries are crossed. Because a man who refuses to walk away from disrespect, he's eventually surrounded by disrespect. And believe me, the strongest men are not the ones who tolerate everything. The strongest men are the ones who know where the line is, the line that you cannot cross. Those are the strongest men. So if you've been disrespected, if you've seen a brother being disrespected, if you've seen someone you look up to being disrespected in a relationship, and you're telling yourself, like, relationships, it's not for me now, and you're wondering how to go about it, I created a free guide. It's called the Opt Out Decision Test. It's going to help you decide if you're ready to opt out of dating or not. It's not motivation and it's not a document bashing women. It's a mirror in front of you. And with this comes hard questions that when you answer, you have the data in your hands that will help you decide if you are acting logically or just emotionally. And it will help you decide if you are ready to opt out or not. It's free, completely free. The link is on the description of this video and on the first pinned comment below. And if you agree to what I said, if you resonate with what I said, smash the subscribe button, because this channel is for men who understand what it means to be a man in today's world, for men who support other men, for men who encourage masculinity, for men who understand that for the world to be a place to live in, we need masculine men who are not afraid of their masculinity. If that's you, welcome to the club, bro, and share with your brother who needs to watch this. Copy that.